Okay, so it's Thursday, October 26th. I'm here in the car. The weather's fucking nice. I might as well be in the car. So let's get started. About a week ago, I believe this was Friday, was October 20th. And the reason that day is important is apparently that is Shiro Day, as in Shiro Emiya from Fate Stay Night, where people on Twitter will just change their profile pictures to Shiro. Very specifically, it's usually of the CG from the end of Unlimited Blade Works where he's fighting Gilgamesh, and it's like, here I come, King of Heroes, do you have enough weapons in stock? And so you'll also see meme and parody versions of that. There was one I found which is of that face and that moment, but instead of Shiro, it's Beatrice from Sea Cats, because A, I can't fucking escape Beatrice, and two, of course the two VNs not the only two VNs I read this year, but it's the two big VNs that I read that I absolutely fucking loved, I find a combination. So as soon as I found that one, I messaged the dude. I was like, this is fucking awesome. I love it. And then I use that as my PFP for Shiro Day. Just read a bunch of shit posts, a bunch of dumb memes about being swords and shit and being heroes of justice. And you know what? I loved it. I thought it was fantastic. I don't know if I would have said that at the start of the year, though. I would have thought it was kind of funny, if not a little goofy, but the fun kind of goofy. But I think one of my biggest surprises of 2023, in terms of pure media consumption, no real life shit, but things I read, watched, watched, and read, dodge, dip, dive, duck, and dodge. It's of the media I consumed, one of the biggest was Fate Stay Night. I expected to like it, and I did. I loved it. And I had heard, the VN is way better than the anime. If you liked the anime, you'll probably love the VN, and Shiro is apparently a lot better. I don't really like Shiro in the Dean anime. I think he's okay. I think in the Unlimited Blade Works anime, he gets really, really obnoxious. And by the end of it, I was I didn't like Unlimited Blade Works because I didn't like Shiro. Then I read the damn VN, and my opinion on Shiro did a full 180. He went from being you are the thing that brings and drags Fate Stay Night down, and I get why you're here, I just kind of wish you weren't, into you are my favorite character in this. And there's some really, really good characters in the VN, but damn, Shiro's my fucking guy now. It's this might be my favorite character, of 2023. And that, there's some good competition in there. I'm yeah, there's one where it's I don't know, do I like Shiro as much as Puss and Death, or most of the Ushiromiya family? I mean, maybe, maybe not, but can I say I like those characters more than Shiro Emiya? Maybe, maybe not. It's damn. That was awesome. And given how much I loved the character, I was there's a Shiro Day. I'm there. I'm fucking here. We're gonna celebrate. We're all the bones of our sword and shit. Let's go. I had to bring that up. Now, last week, I'm gonna be a little complainy here, but last week was really fucking weird. I've been calling it Patience Week, because from Tuesday to Saturday was just weird event after weird event almost every day of the week, specifically designed to test my patience. Tuesday was getting the Kuro 2 video to work. I was having a lot of trouble actually getting it uploaded, getting it buffered and rendered, because it worked, and then it didn't, and then it took a long while, and then it kind of was working. It was just a lot of annoying technical bullshit. And as it was going, I was is this even worth it? I don't know how much I want to do this. And Clay at one point was do you think this is worth it? And I had said, yes. A, because it's a sunk cost. I spent 4 fucking hours recording it. I don't want those 4 hours to go to waste. But also, I don't want to let the game win. It is inconvenienced me more than it should have, but I refuse to give in, damn it. I'm gonna post this fucking video. I don't care if it gets no views. I'm doing it because fuck this game. And what do you know? It ended up being like one of my most viewed videos, which I am assuming is from people having to watch it multiple times because it is 4 hours, which, A, completely fucking understandable. I don't expect anyone to watch it for 4 hours. I didn't record it in 4 hours straight. Like, I had to take breaks in between. Totally understandable. And 2, if you have watched it, even if you haven't watched the whole thing, thank you. Not just that one. Again, like, any video that, like, anytime you, like, view one of my videos, like, comment, leave a like, it is very, very appreciated. I don't do, like, at the end of my videos, I don't be like, hey, like and subscribe and all that, because, like, it's, like, I get why other channels do it, like, you do it to grow and, like, incentivize your audience and shit, but it's like, I don't like it. It just feels weird. It's like, if I like your video, I will like your video. I'll leave it. If I like the content that I've seen, I will subscribe, but I don't like people asking me to like and subscribe. Like, I feel like they're just kind of, it's like a little, maybe not desperate's the right word, but I feel like I'm being begged to, and I just don't really care for that. So it's not something I try to do in my videos. So when people do watch, and then they like, and they comment, or subscribe, I'm like, thank you! That means you liked me! Like, it really is appreciated. So that was what happened Patience Week on Tuesday. It was like, what did we learn from this experience? Well, aside from the fact that Kuro 2 continues to waste my fucking time, sometimes something is like ass and it's annoying, but you have to keep fighting through it and it'll be worth it at the end. Cool. So what happened Wednesday? So Wednesday, I had commissioned something. I won't go into what, but there was something I had commissioned and it was supposed to arrive on Wednesday, but it didn't. Ended up being severely late. And it seemed like it was going to be delayed for quite a bit, which at this point, it has actually just been canceled. It was something like I talked to the artist about. It just kind of is one of those things. They weren't able to get it like the way they had promised. It's completely fine. I'm getting refunded and everything. But it was one of those, it's like there's always a human element to these kinds of things, you know? And you can be an asshole when something is late. I mean, there's times where that might be completely justified, because sometimes, you know, hey, like, if I need something now, I need something now. But with something like this, it was like like, if you are a human being, you have a limited amount of time, you have shit going on in your life. Am I a little disappointed? Yeah, I'm not even a little. I'm disappointed. But also, it is what it is. There is nothing wrong with empathy. You know how much it costs to be kind to somebody? Fucking zero. It costs nothing to show kindness. It costs nothing to show empathy. So why not do it, you know? So that was Wednesday. Thursday was, I was supposed to do a hearing, and I did end up, I did everything I needed to do with the hearing, but it was supposed to be at, I think, 10:30, and it didn't end up getting heard until 1:30. So it was just a lot of time of you, like, being available at the courthouse and like, all right, we're gonna go. Okay, it's been 30 minutes. It's been an hour. Like, I remember talking to my coworker and I was like, okay, it's now like 10:30. We have reached, we'll be heard at any minute now kind of stage. And then it was like 2 hours later, we didn't hear anything. I was like, I guess I jinxed this. Whoops. And it was just one of those things, like, what did I learn from this for, like, sitting in court all day and eventually getting able to do what I needed to do? Well, you know, sometimes just shit fucking happens. And there's nothing you can do about it. You just gotta stick it out. You just have to stay focused. And when the time comes, do what you gotta do. But, I don't know, stay vigilant, I guess. Then there was Friday, where I went to a food court. And I went to this, like, spicy fried chicken place. Like, chicken sandwiches, chicken tenders, all that kind of shit. And it was, like, I was in, like, it wasn't a long line. But by the time I got to the front, the dude's like, hold on a second. Like, I need you to wait for a moment before placing your order. I actually have to, like, go cook some of the food. I'm like, all right, that's understandable. There's only, like, 2 guys here. But it did take quite a while, to the point where I'm like, should I have just gone to somewhere else? I don't know. Like, I'm in the mood for some fried chicken. This sounds good. Let's go. But after waiting another, like, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes, the guy comes back. I place my order. And it's one of those where, like, it's a food court. You get one of those, like, little disc things. And then you kind of sit down. And then when your order's ready, it'll go like super hard vibrate. You're like, oh, cool, I can go. So I go. I sit with my friends. They get their food. A couple of them have finished. And mine hasn't gone off. And I'm like, that's weird. I'm going to go check. So it turns out they gave me the wrong one. And my order had been ready for like 10 minutes and was just sitting out. And the guy even tells me, he's like, oh shit, like, I gave you the wrong one. I'm so sorry. It's been sitting out a bit too long, so I can't serve this to you. Let me remake it real quick, which it was pretty quick. But it was just that, like, I mean, it took like a good while to put the order in. And then it took me a good while to get my food, because they messed up. And it's a good thing I decided to check. Like, what did we learn from this one? Hey, sometimes if something does take too long, there is something you can do about it, you know? But I'm like, okay. And I get like, I wasn't rude. I'm like, you know what? Shit happens. It sucks, but it is what it is. Again, it's like me being an asshole is not gonna change anything. So why bother being an asshole? And then I think when I got my order, it was actually a little wrong. Because I had ordered it like a little spicy, and there was like no spice at all in it. I was like, this feels like nothing. And I had ordered the spicy fries, and the fries didn't taste spicy at all. And even on the ticket, it's a no spice fries. I was like, that's not what I ordered. That's not what I ordered. This was kind of a miserable dining experience, but I don't know, it fucking is what it is. And then the last bit of Patience Week was I went to go see Killers of the Flower Moon, which I think I'll do a video on. Like, I have some notes. I don't feel like I have a whole lot to say about it, but I mean, I guess I'll probably do one like tomorrow or Saturday. Excuse me. The short version, we went in 2 separate cars. We got there a little bit before the guy with the tickets. So we just kind of had to sit around and wait, which again, like, wasn't anything too crazy. Like, it was only like 5 minutes or so. And they get there. I was like, all right, time to print the tickets. The kiosk is out of service. Oh, that's weird. Well, let's try the other one. It's also out of service. Oh, okay. Well, we'll just go inside, have the guy scan it, and he'll print our tickets. Cool, makes sense. For some reason, the barcode on the tickets isn't scanning. So he literally cannot scan the tickets and admit us. Okay. So then he's like, well, I mean, how about you go in front, like go in the line and talk to my manager. Maybe she can do something. So we go to do that. But the line is really fucking long. I think because people are there to go like watch the Taylor Swift concert movie, which I've heard is fantastic. That's not me trying to be like, yeah, Taylor Swift fucked me up or anything. Like, no, that's completely fine. But I was like, man, this is a really long fucking line. And then when we finally get up there, the manager tries to scan a couple times. It still doesn't work. She has to like manually punch it in to print our tickets. And by the time we actually get to the movie, we're significantly late. Now, in terms of what we actually missed in the movie, I think we just missed like the opening, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes. Like, we missed all the ads, which on the one hand, like, I would rather have missed all the ads and none of the movie. But like, I like watching film trailers. It's a fun part of the experience. Like, it's disappointing, but it's not the end of the world. And we got the vast majority of the film. So it is, again, it's like, well, what did I learn from this one? I mean, sometimes you end up being a little bit late and it's not the worst thing in the world, although it's still annoying and I don't like it. So, like, that was Patience Week. sucked, but I mean, it is, again, it just kind of is what it is. But some other notes of things that happened. Number one, I got to play a bit of Mario Wonder. Excuse me, my friend has a physical copy. He 100%ed it, so I plan on borrowing it pretty soon. Really looking forward to playing more. Game is fun as fuck. Game is creative as fuck. It's everything I wanted this game to be, and I had a really good time. Clay and I finished Cyberpunk Edge Runners, that I am for sure doing a video on. I have my notes ready. I'm really looking forward to talking about it, because, spoiler alert, I enjoyed it quite a bit. I don't think I like it quite as much as other people do, but I like it a lot. I'm very glad I got to see it. I mentioned that I watched Killers of the Flower Moon. I guess, like, my quick thoughts on that before I make a video. To me, this movie is just Grave of the Fireflies. And let me rephrase. I don't be like, it's just Grave of the Fireflies. It's completely fucking different subject matter, you know? It's the same kind of movie where, wow, this is a very well-made movie. Also, this is incredibly unpleasant source material, and I have no desire to watch it again. If you're interested in seeing it, certainly go see it. I think it is a very well-made movie. I liked it. It's like, I appreciated the artistry of it. How much did I actually, like it? I'm not sure. But I think it's, again, it's well-made. I think it's good and worth checking out. I have made some progress in BioShock. Not as much as I would have liked, but I am enjoying the game quite a bit. The FNAF movie is tomorrow. I have it on Peacock, so I'm just gonna stream it. I don't know if it comes out tonight. If it'll be like, yeah, like, it's now the 27th at midnight, you can go watch it. If so, I know what I'm fucking doing at midnight. Well, I mean, I'm gonna play Wordle. But, I've gotta fucking watch this movie. If not, then I'll watch it tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. Like, the critical reviews are bad, but, I mean, critics didn't like the Mario movie, and I liked it just fine. I don't think the Mario movie is great, but it's like, the Mario movie, to me, it reminds me of what I thought of Force Awakens, which is, like, you gave me what I wanted from a Star Wars movie. It's like, you gave me what I wanted from a Mario movie. I don't feel like you did a lot that was super unique, super different. And then with Mario, it was like, yeah, like, this is not, like, the most interesting story. Like, it's Mario. Mario doesn't have a super interesting story. Like, no. But, like, I grew up with Pixar movies, which have some of, like, the best stories and, like, emotionally gripping narratives and characters. So that's what I am expecting when I go see an animated film in theaters. That's not what the Mario movie is. It's a damn fucking good time. Don't get me wrong. I'm like, okay, you proved to me that you can give me a fun time in the Mushroom Kingdom. With your second movie, because there's definitely going to be a second movie, probably a lot more, I want a really good story. I want to get invested in the actual events of the plot, and into the characters, and into their motivation, and their flaws, and, all of that kind of shit. The movie does that, but it's like the most bare bones. I want something really meaty to enjoy. What was my point? Oh, my point is, like, with the FNAF movie, critics didn't like the Mario movie. I did, but I totally understand it. So, I might still have a good time with the FNAF movie, even if it's getting trashed. And it's not like I was going in expecting, like, dude, this movie's going to be so good. I'm like, look, it's probably not going to be very good. But I want to have a good time with it. I mean, it was revealed, like, forever ago that Matthew Lillard is playing William Afton. And I'm like, that sounds like a blast. I can't wait for that nutty ass shit. And yeah, you even see in the trailers, like, the way Springtrap is, like, holding the knife and shit. I'm like, that is some Scream ass shit. That's amazing. This makes me fucking happy. What the fuck does that say? Oh, that says VN. Okay, so what that says is talking about like the VN. I'm kind of taking a break from messing with the script, and I'll talk about a little bit why in a second. But I was like, on break core. What the fuck does that say? Because yeah, like I've said before, I can barely read my handwriting sometimes. I've brought up my cerebral palsy. Like my penmanship is bad. My literal brain damage does not help. But I'm taking a break from doing my working on my VN script. Part of that is just when I was really focusing on finishing Kuro 2, it really fucked with a lot of my schedules. Like I was behind on Dune, which I'm almost done with. I have like 28 pages to go and then I'm done with the book. So either tonight or like first thing tomorrow, I am finishing Dune and I'm so excited. And it's not just like I'm excited to be done because it sucks. Like, no. I'm excited to be done because it's great. I really love this book. It's so good. But I'm excited to be done with it. But like my schedule got super fucked up, especially in the writing, and the current chapter is my least favorite of the book, or I guess now of the script, I suppose. It has its purpose. I don't want to say like, oh, it's here for filler. It's like, no. Like this is chapter 6. There's a lot of shit that happens in chapter 4 and it ends in a character death. Chapter 5 is what I like to call a hangover chapter, which is where something big happened. In the next chapter, not a lot of plot happens. It is just spent really like connecting with the characters and just kind of seeing how everyone is doing, how everyone is processing the major plot shit that just went down. I really like writing hangover chapters. I think one of the best examples, or like one that comes to mind, is from Madoka Magica. After episode 3, because holy fucking shit, stuff happens in episode 3, that's basically what episode 4 is. It is a hangover. It's like, this is how Madoka and Sayaka are dealing with what just happened and how it's affecting their mental states and now like their decisions about being magical girls. That's the kind of thing like I really love writing and I really love, I guess, consuming, because like I might watch it, I might read it, I might play it. So like this is what happened. This is the one after the hangover chapter, because it's like, okay, crazy shit happened, very emotionally like heavily charged scenes, and then chapter 7, boy, a lot of shit is gonna happen, and then chapter 8, boy, even more shit happens. So I don't want to go crazy shit, dealing with it, crazy shit. There needs to be something a lot more low-key in the middle, both to give the characters a chance to rest and also to give the audience a chance to rest. So it's important. There's a reason it's here, but I do think it's not quite as interesting as the 2 that came before or the stuff that happens after. There's still some cool shit. There's still some fun shit. But I'm like, me as the author, I'd be lying if I was like, dude, I can't wait for this chapter. I'm like, no, it's okay. I really like the other ones though, and like my schedule's kind of fucked now, so yeah. So I'm gonna take like a while off from writing it and then just work on my next manuscript, and I'm really happy. I've done a little bit of writing the past couple of days, a lot of like what is gonna happen in the first chapter, or like this character's first chapter, this and then this and then this and this. I'm like, yeah, that all makes sense to me. That flows well. Oh, that's gonna be fun. I can't wait for them to fight a giant fucking bear. It makes sense in context, but it's like, yeah, like they're on a ship. They end up not quite getting shipwrecked, and then not long after they get on the shore and kind of get their bearings, there's a Bruin, and then they meet a main character who appears by just punching a bear in the face and then choking it out. Not killing it because it's her pet bear, but it's also a fucking bear. Like, she doesn't have a lot of ways to calm it down when it kind of starts going nuts. Oh, I'm excited to do that. Here's the only other thing I have to say. I've been getting a lot of videos on my YouTube feed about this one show called High Guardian Spice. And the videos aren't exactly flattering. And the more of them I watch, the more I'm like, I've gotta see this. I don't know when. It might be tomorrow. It might be next week. It might be, I mean, I guess November is next week. I was like, it might be November. I don't know, but pretty soon I'm gonna watch High Guardian Spice. I don't know if I should. I don't even know if it's like enjoyably bad. It feels like it's fascinatingly bad. And I don't know. I think it's just like part of my personality is like when I hear something is like really bad and everyone rags on it, there's the part of me that goes, okay, there's no way it's actually that bad. Like now I'm curious, but it's also like, hold on though. Maybe there's more here than other people are seeing. Maybe like people don't really like it, but I can find something that I liked in it. I can get something of value. Excuse me. Or it's like, even if it is like, I watch it, I'm like, no, it's bad. I don't like it, but I can learn something from it. What does this show do that people don't like and that I didn't like either? What did it do wrong? Okay, so now I know going forward in my writing, don't do that. And again, maybe there are things like, these are lessons I've already learned, or it could just be like, no. I'm guilty of that too. So if so, why is how I'm doing it different? And if it's not different, how do I go ahead and fix this? So, like I said, I don't know when, but pretty soon. Also, I forgot, Clay and I have officially decided, because we were watching Edge Runners, now that we're done with it, our next project is Adventure Time. We watched the first 2 episodes yesterday, which was the zombie slumber party. I don't have much to say. Like, I was going to do a video on them separately. I'm like, I don't fucking know what to say about it. Like, I've seen bits of Adventure Time, so I have an idea of, like, some of the bigger elements at play. Like, I've seen fucking Simon and Marcy. I had, like, very, very little context for it, and I was still crying. That episode is amazing. I mean, I guess there's a few episodes, like, specifically the one of the Ice King and Marcy, like, working on the song together. I cried when I saw that for the first time. But, like, this one, I'm like, I know things about Adventure Time, but this show just gives you no context. It's just, here's some weird shit. It was fun, though. Like, I had a good time. But there's not much to say. And then the second episode is Jake gets infected with the lumps, and so Finn and Jake have to go to Lumpy Space to get a cure for him, which means you have to deal with Lumpy Space Princess. And, you know, my tone is not doing my opinion justice, because my tone seems to imply that I'm like, you have to deal with it, and I don't like it. But actually, I think having lumps is... I freaking love Lumpy Space Princess. Like, I've seen episodes with LSP, and it's like her weird voice, like the whole Valley Girl vibe. I think it's so funny. Like, it just cracks me up. It really fucking does. I'm not sure what the next 2 episodes are. I don't know how long it is until we get to, like, the Ice King or Marceline. Like, I know Ice King is for sure in the first season. I'd be a little surprised if Marcy isn't, but maybe she's not. I don't know. But, I think that's really all I have to say. So, tomorrow, there's a new episode of The Elf Show. I will watch it, and I will, like, make my opinion known on it. I'm probably gonna really like it, because the show's really, really good. Killers of the Flower Moon, like I said, I plan on doing a video in the next couple days. Same with Cyberpunk. For sure, I'm gonna do a video after I watch the FNAF movie, and I'm really looking forward to that shit. Yeah, I think that's it. So, it's a little early, but happy Halloween.